Hello students, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to discuss about class 11's some important questions on arithmetic progression. So the first question that I have chosen for you, that's this one. If p plus 1th term of an AP is twice the q plus 1th term, prove that the 3p plus 1th term is twice the p plus q plus 1th term. So its proof will be like this. It is told that p plus 1th term of an AP is twice q plus 1th term. First of all, first term and common difference has not been given, so we will assume those. A is equals to T1, that means first term, and common difference is equals to D. Okay. Tn equals to A plus n minus 1 into D. This is the formula. Now, from the question we are getting T of P plus 1 is equals to twice T of Q plus 1, right? From the first statement we are getting this. Okay, if we are elaborating this, then we will be getting A plus P plus 1 minus 1 D is equals to 2 into A plus Q plus 1 minus 1 into D. From this we are getting A plus PD is equals to 2 into A plus QD. From this we can just write down that A is equals to, means this will be 2A. So actually A is equals to PD minus 2QD, or we can write down P minus 2Q into D. This is A's value. Okay. So this one is A's value. Now what we have to prove? We have to prove 3P plus 1th term is twice this term. So first we will be finding 3p plus 1th term. What it will be? It will be A plus 3p plus 1 minus 1 into D. That means A plus 3p into D. Now we will put A's value here. It will be P minus 2Q into D plus 3p into D. That means it's becoming PD minus 2QD plus 3PD. It equals to PD plus 3PD means 4PD minus 2QD. Okay, so we can keep it like this, and then we can find out T of P plus Q plus 1, that's equals to A plus P plus Q plus 1 minus 1 into D. It equals to A plus P plus Q into D equals to A's value. Again we are putting this one, P minus 2Q into D plus P plus Q into D. So we can take D as common. That means it will be P minus 2Q plus P plus Q into D. So it's actually 2P minus Q into D. If we are taking this one here we can take 2D as common. So we are writing like this, 2 into 2P minus Q into D. 2D as common. So you can see that this term is twice this term. That means twice this term. So we can write down, therefore T of 3P plus 1 is equals to 2 into T of P plus Q plus 1. So we will write the same thing with statement as it is given in the question. Therefore the 3P plus 1th term is twice the P plus Q plus 1th term, and it's proved. Okay, So this is a very important and very good question for this particular chapter, arithmetic progression, this topic. So this type of questions anytime it may come as final question of your exam. This is the second question that I have chosen for you. This question is, if a1, a2 dot 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 an, b and ap of non-zero terms, prove that 1 by a1 a2 plus 1 by a2 a3 plus 1 by a3 a4 plus dot 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 plus 1 by an minus 1 into an equals to n minus 1 divided by a1 into an. This particular question is very important question and very interesting question also. Now look at the process of finding it, proving it. So let common difference is equals to d. Okay, common difference equals to d. So as common difference d, that means d is a2 minus a1, d will be equal to a3 minus a2, d will be equal to a4 minus a3, and so on up to an minus 1, right? Because d is the difference between the next term minus previous term. Okay, so left hand side's calculation is equals to this one. I'm just writing it once, plus 1 by an minus 1 into an. What I'm doing division and multiplication by d. Okay, so it can be written like this, plus dot 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 plus d divided by n minus 1 an. Now look, for this d will be replaced with this value. Okay, so a1 a2, that means we will write a2 minus a1 divided by a1 a2 plus a3 minus a2 divided by a2 a3 plus dot 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 plus an minus 1 divided by an minus 1 into an, like this. If we expand this, what we will get? We will get 1 by d equals to this portion. We will get, individualize the fraction, we will get 1 by a1 minus 1 by a2. This one we will get 1 by a2 minus 1 by a3 plus dot 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 plus this will get 1 by n minus 1 minus 1 by an. Okay, this will be the final one. So it's 1 by d divided by, look, this middle parts will be cancelled out, right? What will be left with? 1 by a1 minus 1 by an. So 1 by a1 minus 1 by an. We will be left with these two only. Now if we do normal subtraction, then we will be getting an minus a1. It's 1 by d. an means n can be written as a1 minus a1 plus n minus 1 into d minus a1 for this, divided by a1 into an. a1 will be cancelled out. This d and d also will be cancelled out. We will be left with n minus 1 divided by a1 an. And this is only the right hand side. Okay, so this is proved. Look, this is the right hand side. Okay, so this is the way of proving this whole question. And this question is very easy, but this is the trick. Okay, so this trick must be kept in your mind always. This is the trick. Very easy, very simple, but very interesting also. This is the third question for you. So that if a into 1 by b plus 1 by c, comma b into 1 by c plus 1 by a, comma c into 1 by A plus 1 by B are in AP, then you have to prove that A, B, C, they are also in AP. Okay, this is the condition and this is the required result. So we will write the condition first. A into 1 by B plus 1 by C, comma B into 1 by C plus 1 by A, C into 1 by A plus 1 by B are in AP. So we can write that if these three are in AP, then if we add 1 to them, then they also will be in AP. Like I'm just writing over here. Suppose capital A, capital B or capital C, these three are in AP. That means capital A plus 1, capital B plus 1 and capital C plus 1 also will be in AP. So this we are applying, okay. So it's plus 1 comma B into 1 by C plus 1 by A plus 1 comma, and this is the trick also, 1 by A plus 1 by B plus 1 are in AP. Okay, now look, this will be actually what? This will be this one, A into B plus C. So we can write it as AB plus AC, and this one if we calculate you will be getting like this, BC comma BC plus BA plus AC divided by AC, and CA plus CB plus AB divided by AB. You just simplify these three, you will get these three. Okay, they will be also in AP. Now look, again I am telling, if these three numbers are in AP, then the middle one will be, means B will be, 2 into B will be A plus C. 2B will be A plus C. That means 2 into this middle one will be first one plus third one. So if we apply that, we will get this, 2 into the middle one is equals to first one plus third one. Okay. Now look, the numerator of all these three are actually same, AB plus AC plus BC. Okay, so we can cancel those. That means we are left with 2 by AC is equals to 1 by BC plus 1 by AB, right? This is equals to, look what I am writing, 2ABC divided by AC is equals to ABC divided by BC plus ABC divided by AB. That means I am multiplying throughout by ABC. Okay. Now look, for this AC will be cancelled out, for this BC will be cancelled out, and here AB will be cancelled out. What we will be left with? 2B is equals to A plus C. 2B equals to A plus C means B minus A equals to C minus B. It means A comma B comma C are in AP because their common difference is there. So ABC are in AP. This particular question is very important, very interesting, and the questions I have chosen for you all are very interesting and little bit different questions normally that you get always from NCERT. I have chosen the fourth question as this: let the sum of n, 2n, 3n terms of an AP be S1, S2, S3 respectively, so that S3 equals to 3 into S2 minus S1. So first of all, no first term and no common difference is given in the question, so we will assume that. So let A is equals to first term and common difference equals to D. Okay, so from the given question, S1 is equals to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d, because it's the sum of n terms. S2 equals to sum of 2n terms, that means 2n by 2, 2a plus 2n minus 1 into d, and S3 equals to 3n terms, that means 2a plus 3n minus 1 into d. Okay, now s1, s2, s3 we have got. Now we will be expanding right hand side and then we will try to come to left hand side. So its right hand side is equal to 3 into s2 minus s1, that means 3 into whatever written s2 minus s1 here. So we can take n by 2 common from both. Okay, so it's n by 2 common or just n common because here we can cancel it. So I'm taking n common from both. Then what I'm getting 2a plus n minus 1 into d divided by 2 for the first, sorry, wait, I'm not writing in this way because this will be little bit tough. So it's actually 2n by 2 into 2a plus 2n minus n1 n into d. Look, 3 times I have opened the first bracket, 3 times I have closed the first bracket, so there is no problem with it. Minus 3 minus n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Okay, so it's actually 3n. Now I'm taking n common. Okay, n I'm taking outside. So we are getting 2 cancelled out. So we are left with 2a plus this portion only, 2n minus 1 into d, minus here by 2 is there, that means 2a plus n minus 1 into d divided by 2. What I was writing over there, same, but this is a different way and will be easy one. So it's 3n by 2 I'm taking together, so it's 4a plus 2n minus 1 into 2d. Okay, so it's 2 into 2n minus 1 into d minus 2a plus n minus 1 into d. This will be minus, okay, so it's actually 3n by 2, 2a, 4a minus 2a means 2a plus 2 into 2n minus 1 into d minus of n minus 1 into d. So d can be taken as common, so it's 4n minus 2 minus n plus 1 into d. Okay, what we are getting? We are actually getting 3n by 2 here and then 2a plus, look, this portion we are getting 3n minus 1 into d. So what it is? It is actually S3. So we have got it proved. Okay, so this is the way of proving it. It's very simple. Straight cut means just direct way, nothing else. Calculation only. Okay, what you have to know, you have to just remember the formula of sum of n terms. So this is all about today's session, students. I hope you all have enjoyed today's all the questions that I have chosen for you, and I hope that now you can do by your own all these type of different styles questions. Okay, so we will meet in the next video with any other topic. Till then, have a good day.